morning. On this episode of Get Out and Explore with John, we are in the Great Smoky Mountains and we are going to be hiking the Chimney Tops Trail. It's about a 2-mile out and back trail with supposedly some really good views at the top. So we're going to go check it out and I'll bring you along and I'll show you the views when we get there. Okay, I can hear some water and it looks like we're going to be doing a little crossing here. We're not even 100 yards into the trail here, and let's see what we have here. Well, this is really nice. Wow. Okay. View upstream. We pan around to the other side. Take a look downstream. Yep. Already spectacular views. Very serene. And I think we saw 2 other cars in the parking lot, so I think we are pretty much going to be on the trail by ourselves this time. So let's keep on going. Ready for this, guys? Check it out. These are even getting better. We're not even a couple hundred yards into the trail. There's the view. And here's the view of the bridge that we just crossed. It already have pretty significant elevation gain, and have fresh legs this morning, but I did do a 9-mile hike yesterday and I'm already feeling it, so I just have to take it slow and easy, but we'll get there. One beautiful water crossing after another on this trail. This is some kind of spectacular scenery. Okay, and now the fun begins. Check out this cool tree route. Goes all different directions. Looks like part of the trees already come down, but it's pretty cool. I'd say some woodland creature could use that as a sleeping area for overnight. Alright guys, here is a view of what we're trying to do here. So we're on the trail and we're going to wind around and we're going to come around and we're going to try to get to the top of that. So yeah, once we get up there I think we're going to have some really nice views. So stay tuned and I'll bring it to the top. Still going up. I guess as you could see from the last clip, I shedded another layer. Just definitely getting your heart pumping here. But we're getting close. I think we got about another half a mile or so to the top. So we're getting there. Okay, well, we're making it slow and steady. This is probably the toughest 2-mile hike I've ever been on. I mean, we're talking about straight up. I don't know what the elevation gain is on this thing, but I'll check it out and put it on the screen for you. But this thing is kicking my butt. We're gonna get there though. Check this thing out. I made this just for me. If it wasn't all wet, I'd definitely take a break, but I don't feel like getting my butt all wet, so I'm gonna keep on going. Okay, I think we finally made it up to the top. See a clearing up here, little viewing platform, and the sun has come out. So let's go check out the view, guys. That's pretty sweet. Guess there were times on the way up here I wasn't sure if it was gonna be worth it, but yeah, I guess I'd say it's worth it. Some pretty nice views here. The trail continues on a little bit here to my left, so I'm gonna go check that out and see if there's any other views on the other side. Okay, once again, I was wrong. Trail continues and we're heading over to that point right over there. That is going to be where we're trying to get to. That looks pretty spectacular. We're going to get some 360-degree views when we get over there. At 4,724 feet above sea level, Chimney Tops is one of the few areas in the Great Smoky Mountain National Park that has a bare rock summit, meaning that its terrain is exposed to the natural weathering. The metamorphic rock here was formed 200 million years ago as the North American and African tectonic plates collided. Wow. Whoa. Super views on this side too. Wow, look at that. Okay. Somewhere way down in there, that's where we came from. Wow, beautiful. Love hearing the birds chirping up here and the nice breeze cooling me down a little bit. Let's see. Get up here a little further, see what we got going. Unfortunately, this area is also the location of a massive wildfire that began on November 23rd, 2016, when teenagers were playing with matches somewhere near the summit of Chimney Tops. The terrain in this area is surrounded by deep ravines, and coupled with sustained 40 to 50 mile-an-hour winds, made it very difficult to contain the fire. It ultimately burned over 17,000 acres. Awesome views off this way. I think this is going to be towards the east. I think we actually came up that valley right there and walked around and came back this way. Let's go a little further. I see one more sign up here. That's probably going to be the end of the trail, but let's go take a look. Sign say notice. The area beyond this sign is closed for rehabilitation. To reach the summit, you must climb the rock face. The rocks are very slippery when wet. Climb at your own risk. Well, since I'm up here by myself, I think we're going to pass on that, but we'll take one last look across the valley on this side. Oh, there's a road. Way down here. Yep. Okay, so this is going to be the end of the trail for me. Hope you enjoyed the trip up with me. Well, it's been a few years since the fire, and I'm glad I came up here to check out the area. Thankfully, the area seems to be recovering nicely as the vegetation has begun to take hold again. I think that's going to do it for this episode. I didn't really have this hike on my original itinerary. It was suggested by a couple people that I was talking with at the campground last night. Glad I did do the hike up here. Some spectacular views. I got my blood pumping a little bit, but all in all, definitely worth the hike up here. I mean, it was tough, yeah, but I definitely would say it was worth doing it. So until next time, I hope to see you in the next video, because like I always say, you never know what you're going to see when you get out and explore with John.